With the price of new golf clubs soaring in 2023, and sometimes if you go for the budget ones, let's face it, they're just not that good. In today's video, I have a set of golf clubs that cost you less than £500 brand new for a full set of irons. 4-iron right through to pitching wedge. We're going to test them right here in the Golf Zone Simulator. We're also going to test them out here on the golf course in the elements where it matters. And I must admit, these look absolutely gorgeous. I can't wait to test them for numbers and ball flights. I also can't wait to see just what we can score with them out on the golf course. So these are of course the Cali 01T irons. They're a hollow-bodied, forgiving player's shape iron. We're just gonna have a moment's appreciation because that is gorgeous. Guys, quick side note, if you are enjoying this kind of review where I'm both out here on the golf course testing these clubs in the elements, but I'm also in the Golf Zone Simulator testing them for numbers, for ball speed, for spin rates, and to be honest, just to have a little bit of fun, then make sure you do hit that subscribe button because I'm really looking forward to bringing you lots more reviews this year, next year, and in the light years to come. But for now, Cali 01Ts. I mean, if that's anything to go by, that is an outrageous opening tee shot. That's got no right to feel as good, sound as good, and to have that ball flight, because if I'm being totally truthful, that was a horrendous strike. And that's done, well, that's where we're aiming for. Yes. And you see, I just absolutely love this area of the market when it comes to new golf clubs, because not everyone wants to spend a ton of money, but not everyone wants to buy kind of cheap rubbish that isn't going to last a long time as well. Could this be a nice middle ground? It very much reminds me of what the guys at Tacoma are doing, which I absolutely love. I love the idea of having brand new golf clubs that are affordable, yet still perform incredible and still look, let's face it, this good. So for me, testing them right here in the Golf Zone Simulator and getting them out on the golf course is the perfect place to do it. Let's see exactly just how good these clubs are. Everyone, real spoiler alert, I am giving away a full set of these Cali 01T irons. If I can get these in the bag, all you have to do, be a subscriber to this channel, so hit that subscribe button if you haven't done already. Ring that notification bell so you get notifications every time I upload a new video, which is daily, as you all know. Throw a like on this video, comment below C-A-L-E-Y, Cali, and go follow the guys on Instagram because that's where the draw will be made for this full set of irons, together with KBS shafts, Lamkin grips, and gorgeous club heads. Now back to the review. Now, one of the big points for me with these irons and the price of them is the components that you do get. You see, I've also been testing a set of Mizuno irons today, and as you can see, 2 KBS 120 shafts, one's an S-taper, one's a Tour, and 2 Lamkin grips exactly the same. So all you're now paying for indifference-wise is the head. That never used to be the case. Usually you'd get a cheaper shaft in the cheaper option, not to mention the beautiful grip. So if you're getting pretty much the same components apart from the head, how different does that head have to be to give that much better performance for almost double the money? I've got the pitching wedge here. Although the numbers were really good inside with the pitching wedge, they were nice and consistent. We're out here in the wind now, we're in the elements, we've got funky lies. This is how, I like to point out that this light isn't that funky because we're in the fairway at Woolley Park Golf Club and Superintendent John does an immaculate job. Noted. But how does it perform into a wind? This is so important when testing golf clubs. I've ripped that. I've ripped it. Just stay on line. It's turning. Stay there. Not bad. That's caught the left side of the green, turned it over a bit. Did get it out the middle that time, so we're making progress. That is incredible. They're bang next to each other. Bang next to each other. But I must admit, I really like what Cali are trying to do with these. They're very reminiscent of what Tacoma are doing with their 101 range, with their 101T range. And I love the fact there are more and more brands coming to the market offering, let's face it, fantastic golf clubs for a massive cut price. So what we're not cutting is performance, look, feel, and everything else. Fantastic. Right, just missed the green there. I am going to blame the wind. I wasn't thinking too much about the wind, I was thinking more about this 01T. What's it like for chipping with around the green, just bumping up there. You see, the thing is, because you've got premium shaft and grip, these are the components that you spend most of the time obviously in contact with. I would hope you're never really in contact with the club head, so it makes a huge difference to how it feels. That was so delicate. Turn, turn. Like, if you can have a touch like that with an iron that costs you half the price of a bigger name, it makes you wonder what you're really spending the money on the big boys for, apart from maybe a little bit of marketing. The wind I'm not bothered about, the rain I'm petrified of. And what's really cool is just how good they look in the bag. They don't look out of place with a set of Vokey wedges, a stealth fairway and a Paradigm driver, do they? They just look, I don't know, they look premium, you could say. So as you can see from in the GolfZone simulator, these irons are performing pretty well. The numbers are good, there's no problem with the performance of them. That was a little bit toey though. How forgiving are they? You know what, that's not going to be... It's 160 and it was bad. Still spinning at 6.5. These are the numbers we want to see because that was absolutely munched. That was so good. And I quite like that. It's still 168 carry. It's not gone too far. It's not flown 180 yards or something silly in the air. Should be the perfect 7-iron. And it looks very much like it is. I love a 7-iron that pictures 165. That was 164, spinning at 7,000. But what about control? What about versatility? What about consistency out here, like I keep saying, in the elements? That is the key to if these irons are going to perform or not. That and longevity. I love that top line on this 5-iron. A little bit thicker top line, nice short blade length in my opinion, tiny bit of offset, and you can't see any kind of cavity at the back. I mean that, come on guys. That turf interaction and that sound, like the fact that I can get that turf interaction with a 5-iron, plug EA Sports for the new PGA Tour Masters game, thanks for sending that, but the fact I can get a really nice wonderful turf interaction with a long iron shows that they've thought about this head design, they've thought about the leading edge, they've thought about the turf interaction, all things which for cheap golf clubs you never usually get. And for me, I can do all the number testing in the world. I can get on the world's best simulator, such as the GolfZone 2 Vision, and see exactly what the clubs do. But when I can hit a 5-iron with this trajectory into a wind that, let's face it, finishes there, then I know these irons could potentially be a fantastic bargain for a lot of golfers, and they could well open up more avenues for golf, say green fees, lessons, all the above, to help you not only play better golf, but play more golf, which is huge. I'd also like to send a huge shout out to Superintendent John here at Woolley Park Golf Club, because having these centre lines really lets you know if you're playing well or not. I mean, as feedback goes, we'll take it. We've got pitching wedging again here, and what I like about this pitching wedge is it looks quite forgiving. Although the 01T in my opinion is a slightly smaller blade length, and although it would suit most golfers who don't mind looking down at a player's style iron, it still has that massive air of forgiveness, it still has that hollow body, it still has plenty of forgiveness. Right, come on. Keep cutting, keep cutting. Oh, just gone a slight bit left again, I'm just not fading them back here, but what I like about that is there's not much movement in the air. That spin axis is nice and neutral. I just need to square that up to my target a little bit better. That's a better one, I've ripped that. These things do feel so good. Last one, let's make it count. Big drawing 4-iron. Oh, I think that's so good, and it is drawing as well. It's just drawing a little bit left, but we don't mind, that's still traveling in the air. That has pitched 206 yards. Fair to say that not even just for the price of these irons, but if price wasn't even a factor, these perform pretty well on a simulator. And so far, out here on the golf course, let's hit a couple of 7-irons and let's see from 165 yards how close we can get to that flag. Love the look of this mid-iron, love it. See, that's a lovely, nice ball flight window. It's a mid trajectory, it's not too high. It's gone to the back of the green. I can't believe how far that's gone. Oh, that's the weak one. If that's still flag high, it is. That's flag high. And that was a weak, skinny, horrible Healy fade. Right, let's try one now out of the rough, downwind, see if we can control this iron. This is where you're really putting these to the test now, especially for that price. Is any moisture going to get in those grooves? Are we going to get a huge flyer? No, that's fading back nicely, and that is a job well done for the Kali 01T irons. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Smash that subscribe button. I'm now going to get absolutely wet through walking back into the clubhouse, so I'm going to go. Apart from that, I'll see you all same time tomorrow. Subscribe if you'd like to win this set of brand new, well, partly worn irons. Goodbye.